popped off. See, I found out if I didn't hit the moderation or the monetization right at the beginning. Poo-poo doodle. Okay, there we are. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Let me fix the things real fast. It's cutting off my chat.
Hi, love bugs. I'm going to give you guys a bump. A bump to bump. Look at this thing.
Look, the bump dropped like it's hot. Look how low. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at
My
me.
belly button was like way up here, and now it's like whoop, way down. Hi.
37 weeks. 37 weeks.
Say hi, everybody.
Little bag.
Oh.
Okay, hold on.
My pelvis has definitely been speaking to me the last few nights.
Going, excuse me. Hello, everyone. Welcome in.
And the Braxton Hicks are starting to up. They don't hurt, but all of a sudden I'll be like,
it's hard to take a breath.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely affects my breath. So I did nesting today. Things are a little changed around in here.
Yeah, me too.
How's everybody doing?
Where's my Kendall? Oh, Kendall is here. Kendi, are those bright enough colors for you, Kendi? She wanted a sack. So she said she wanted bright colors. So I got her bright colors.
I have a bunch of that yarn here, Mama.
Yep.
Someone gifted you a bunch.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm really not going to bring much yarn with me.
Yeah, who gifted you all that yarn that's been here in the purple bags? I got into it and I repackaged it. Who sent that to you?
Lindsay from work. Remember Lindsay from Human Resources?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's some really nice stuff in there.
There is. She's my spelunker. She's the one that goes to all the hot springs and goes spelunking and stuff. I was like, what a who? She's all cave diving. I was like, okay, well, why don't you just say cave diving? She goes, because it's called spelunking. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's so cool. I'm cracking up, Jessie, because that's how we are always able to determine the baby's position. There's just always this hard round butt sticking up. And it's either on the right side or the left side.
Yeah, so this will be done tonight. Yeah, I got this yarn from Lala. It's this one. What's it called? It's from Mary Maxim, Sundance Sweets. She ordered 50 of them one night when she was like, what do we call it? The ambient ordering.
Oh my gosh.
She accidentally ordered 50 of them or some craziness. All right.
I have a bunch of those skeins, but in the separate colors.
Yes. They're those bright neons. Oh, I love them.
Okay, I said skeins, but you say skein.
Skein, same thing. Tomato. Washer.
Sleep shopping. Hi, Mama Swift.
I made Mama Swift I made her blue because she's going to be my only moderator, and because it's just there so she can keep track of people.
Sure. Ooh, I'm going to go grab the piece that I just finished to show you guys.
Yeah, do it.
I forgot. I'm going to grab
and then
it.
I'll let the Stitches know I've got some admin stuff. I'll talk about why you do that. So Stitches, my Advent countdown box arrived from It's Raining Yarn. And what I'm going to do is like I did last year. I was going to just, go on every day and unbox one. But with preparing, as you guys just saw, Bean has dropped. Lexi is showing signs that we're getting close to showtime. So I'm going to need to be ready to jump on that plane and get gone. So I'm going to just unbox, 6 days, 7 days every Saturday. So I have scheduled, yeah, show Bean again for all of the people that are just coming in.
Hi.
Look at Bean. Look how much we've dropped. The belly button is in a completely different place now.
Yeah, it used to be up here, now it's down here.
Yeah, my goodness. Gad's child. Not going to have any problem with milk, I don't think.
No, it's already coming in.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. That's also a really good sign that we're getting close. So every Saturday we'll do What You Whipping On, but I'm going to do like a 5-day unboxing. I've put all the lives up so you guys can go over and hit your notifications. Just my normal live time at 11 o'clock. And then on Saturdays. But what's going to be different is the finale. The finale will be the last couple of days. It's like the 28th through the 1st on the 1st. So that one I still did before D, which I think I scheduled that. Is it for 1 o'clock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1 o'clock on Wednesday the 1st. There's Dawn Aaron. Hi, baby. I'm not going to go through and individually say hello to all of you. We're so blessed to have you all here. I love seeing all the green. That's so wonderful. I just put up November's member treat, and it was our beautiful Mima, Dawn P, was our November treat winner, and I have something really special I'm going to have sent to her. I think, Dawn Aaron, do you know, does Dawn P have any allergies can she do wool? I emailed her, but I want answers now. Sugar. All right. So if you don't know, I'm sure she knows. That's like the familia right there. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do, because if she has no allergies, perfect. I have the most beautiful yarn I'm having sent to her. And so what we're going to do is, like I said, I will unbox every Saturday until it's time. And whatever's left, I'm going to throw in my box. And, oh, Sharon, thank you, baby. Yeah, she's dripped in gold, baby. I will just throw the remaining gifts into my suitcase and bring them with me. And then maybe we'll do the lives from the garden or something.
Yeah, there's plenty of places to broadcast.
Yeah, so I figured we would do that.
Baby Opal's on the way.
What? Who's? Oh, she's 3 centimeters. Daigo, I didn't get the blanket done in time. Oh no. All right, it's almost finished. I'm just approached. I maybe have like 5 rows left. I'll get the border on it and get it sent to you, baby.
It's okay. It's gonna take some time to get home and get settled.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to do a little cleansing or?
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this piece that I just finished too. My sweet friend Pammy, she does she's Pammy Blessed Arts, and she does alcohol acrylic, or what is it? The alcohol ink?
Alcohol paint? Yeah, alcohol ink paintings. Yeah, alcohol ink.
She does that. She does like resin. She does jewelry making, all kinds of stuff. And she commissioned one of my portal pieces. So this is a channeled piece that I just let flow. She said to just let it flow. And so we let it flow.
Oh, that was the one that you had the paint on your fingers that I thought you finger painted it. Yeah. So beautiful. Hold on. Let me make you big because, I can't. I forgot. I can't reach it. I'd have to get up and.
That's okay.
Oh, it's showing good. I can see YouTube. And you're much brighter on YouTube than you are in StreamYard right now. That's beautiful, Lexi. I love the metallics.
Yeah, so there's metallic, and then there's also, I used puff paint, so it's
like 3-dimensional.
It's like 3D, yeah. It feels like Braille. So
that is so cool.
Yeah, so this is shipping out this week, and I thought I'd share.
And that is a beautiful portal.
Yeah, that's what likes to come out.
Well, hey, we all have them. Dang it. I don't see any of our boys in here today. You did a very good job, Lex. That is gorgeous.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
We have to embrace, like we say, free the tatas. You know,
it's beautiful. Like
we should never be ashamed of our bodies. They are a gift. They are a gift. That's the portal of life.
So my midwife, her office, she just moved to a bigger office, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
But there's nothing on her walls. And so when I went to visit her last, I told her I had a vision of my pieces being on her walls.
Yeah.
And she lit up and was just like, absolutely, we can fill the walls with your art and, put your business information and all of that. And
yeah.
So I have an image of doing a really, really big one where
Yeah.
the baby's head is emerging.
Ooh. Oh, look, Sharon. Sharon is so excited for her bookmarker. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working on some bookmarks. I get to see Miss Natalie Metzig tomorrow, so that's really exciting. We're gonna do our Zoom.
That's perfect.
Yeah, we're getting to I'm just lighting our Palo Santo right now. But yeah, we're getting to the crunch time, but it's also like things are definitely slowing down, and I feel like I actually have time to do some creative stuff, and
yeah,
there's less pressure.
Thank you, everybody, for the kind words. I know sometimes as artists, I know especially Lexi, and I can say, not because I'm just her mom, but that I know one of her biggest, it's not downfall. What am I thinking? What's the word I'm thinking? The thing that holds you back the most is yourself, and your confidence in yourself, and your knowing that your artwork is beautiful. Especially with when you're doing your portal pieces, some people are very like, oh my gosh, because it's so, where it shouldn't be taboo, but it's, yeah.
I think it's really
got a journal.
it's
Yay.
very, I think it's
obstacle,
very accepted.
Jesse got it.
I think it's very accepted.
Yeah. And like for myself, I know, like whenever I send a hug out, like, like if I know that there might be a mistake in it, or, it's not exactly perfect, it's like, I don't want to send it. So I've learned that those little imperfections are what shows that it's handmade, because we're not machines,
Well, it was interesting too, because I was feeling this I was like feeling this nervousness, right? Because she gave me creative freedom, and sometimes it's harder as an artist to be given creative freedom, because it's like I need some aim, I need some some structure. So to be given complete creative freedom, I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do a practice round, and this one will be for me. And the practice round ended up just being really phenomenal, and it was really fun to do all the different layers, and I share it on social media, which I haven't done in a very long time, like sharing the process.
Yeah. So, I loved that when you stuck your fingers in the colors and you were like, oh,
yeah. I think I'm going to try my hand at a reel again and put the content all together and have the final piece, because I haven't shown the final piece yet with all the
well, I can help you. I can help you show you how to do it. It's really, it's just getting in there and getting familiar with the software and playing around.
The transitions that are really tricky for me, like getting the timing, like we dance, we want the music and the beat to go with the slides changing. We want it to be a certain way.
Well, that's what I love about CapCut, is CapCut shows you what is it, like when the beat goes low and then it peaks again, it shows you the graph. of the music, of the audio clip. So you can drag and make it a little longer, a little shorter, so it changes right where the like when the bass hits.
Yeah. I'll try that one. I downloaded it a long time ago when you told me about it.
Yeah, I love CapCut.
So do something a little different this time. I pulled out 3 card decks, and let's do this. So 3, 2, 1, pick a number, and first number I see I will use.
Well, I can do this too. Hold on.
So I'll let people be the determiner. So
Watch
1,
this
2,
one.
or 3.
Hold
Want to
on.
let the chat do it, Mama?
Well, that's what I was gonna do. And I
Two
have the
it is.
StreamYard picker tool.
2 it is.
Ziggy. Ziggy said 2.
So it's our goddesses, gods, and guardians oracle cards. We've been using these the last few times we've gone on.
Yeah. Oh, I love those ones.
Drinking my warm milk with cinnamon and agave.
Yeah.
It's been really comforting. It helps my silly heartburn.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, 30 degrees. It's 35 right now. It's cold.
All right. Just calling in everybody that's with us right now and catching the replay. It's all part of the same timeline, whether you're here with us live or you come to see us later. These messages that come through are for all of us. And, the things that I share with the cards and the descriptions, and, it's take it or leave it. If it resonates, if it connects with you, great. If you're like, not for me, then you can leave it. But I just think it's a really beautiful way to connect to myself and nature and to all of these beautiful, some mythical kind of the gods, guardians, and goddesses. Like, these are what society created for us to connect to something higher.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you believe or follow, I think that they're just
channel that energy. Yeah.
they're just wonderful power symbols and wonderful oracles for us to strengthen us.
Yeah.
And to remind us of what we can do and what we can connect to. And there's so much wisdom in history. And maybe there were really magicians and, people with these amazing abilities and connections to energy and nature and all of that.
Druids are for real.
I think that there's spirit in everything, that even the,
right.
The hard rocks, it's like they've been here for so long, they hold so much wisdom. They've seen so much.
Yeah.
Nothing's popping out for us. Okay, someone tell me when to stop.
On your mark. Get set. 1, 2, 5, 10.
There's
There, I
one.
blew on it.
There's 2. There's 3. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
What were you saying about the druids?
Let me see if I can.
So druid, dryad, it's connected. And we've pulled this card before. I think it's so funny how we pull a lot of the same cards. You said druid, but this one's a dryad. But it's
she's a tree spirit.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm.
They're connected. So
yeah.
It says protect your energy. And she's like sitting in the knot of the tree. So she's like a little fairy. And we pulled this one before. I love this one. She's just really peaceful and surrounded by lights. And it kind of reminds me of how we're entering the holiday season and everyone's putting up their Christmas lights, and our citrus trees in the back have all these beautiful oranges and lemons, and it's like the persimmon trees. What else is blooming right now?
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I have some trees, or not trees, I have some bushes out front that are flowering, these bright red, beautiful lantern flowers. And it's just a reminder, like, even in the darkest times, the darkest season, there's going to be symbols of light, whether that's an orange or a flower or a Christmas light that you put up. Ooh, Milan, you're so right. It does look like a portal. Oh, that's great.
It does. Like she's sitting in the crook of the tree. Yeah. The first time you pulled that card, that's it. I was like, oh, she's in the portal.
That's so funny.
That's exactly what I said.
And that's like a little portal of protection. It's like you have to be really small to be able to get in there into that safe place.
Yeah.
And, where the big birds can't get you and the wolves and the scary things. Okay. So that was actually the last card that I pulled, but it just struck me. Yeah. Because we've pulled her before, and because what were we just talking about? So we also pulled up Lilith, and it says face your shadow.
Love it. Those are beautiful cards.
And so she's got this like symbol behind her. She's got the symbols of the chakras and on her, and then there's this snake behind her that's kind of reaching up. I've never pulled this one before. Face your shadow.
When you first pulled it up, I was like, oh, it's my Jessie.
And of course, we know some things
Holy
about
crap, it does look like Jessie. Jessica. It is her. My Jessie.
And of course, we know some things about like the stories of Lilith in the Bible, and I think a lot of what society has heard and knows about Lilith is like sort of negative and dark. So I'm really interested to hear what the book says.
Yeah.
So it says to face your shadow, heal taboo emotions, and step into the light. So Lilith is known in Jewish mythology as the first created woman. She refused to take a submissive role to Adam in the Garden of Eden. Liberating her wings, Lilith flew back to her Mesopotamian homelands. A dark, deep force of the feminine spirit, Lilith is provoking to those who misunderstand her. Patriarchy has painted her as corrupt and dangerous, but that's because she's a transformative feminine powerhouse. Lilith's symbols are the owl of wisdom and the snake for chakra healing and spiritual awakening. So it says that she sees everything that you try to keep hidden. So we're reaching a point of transformation. Mm-hmm. She meets you at a crossroads and holds your hands and says, your spirit vibrates with secret powers of the old. The wisdom yearns to be shared and used for the rebirth of your soul. So it's saying the only way to really get to the light is to face the shadow.
Right.
So that's our fears and our negative emotions and, the things that really tug at us.
Yeah.
So it's saying sometimes these forbidden shadow emotions lead us down paths of sabotage and self-destruction. Feelings of envy and self-pity will hinder you. So you can release the self-judgment and look bravely into your hidden self. She'll lead you into a safe space where your secrets can be spoken. So it's like just by sharing that we experience these darker emotions or feelings or experiences, knowing that you're not alone in them, that we all have them in some capacity, is what can free you.
Yeah. Jessie, let them fall, sis. Let them fall. Your body needs to get rid of that.
It says, don't be afraid. You're ready to shine.
See?
And my shadow is my inner teacher.
Right. It's a good one. Welcome in everyone that's joining us. Frizzy Bee. I was watching you while I was getting ready, Frizzy.
And then we have Imhotep, the visionary, which we've pulled before.
Oh, we got Imhotep again. We're glowing.
He's come through a lot, and he's like the sun. He's like the brightness in the dark. So I
So,
feel like we've got this
and
sort
so
of,
obviously we had some things that we needed to recircle back to these two cards that came up again.
yeah.
Out of all of those cards, when you guys said stop, those are the ones that we stopped on. You can't make this stuff up. So those two we obviously had to revisit. Someone didn't do their homework. So the universe is telling you to come back and do your homework. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Remember the challenge? Somebody didn't do it.
I think the biggest takeaway that I'm getting from this is that we have to find light in the dark times.
Yes.
And acknowledge that the dark even exists, because I think a lot of us will shy away from it or not face it, or not be honest with ourselves about having these negative emotions or feelings or experiences. And yeah, the more we acknowledge it and make the choice to be in a lighter place and make the choice to let go of these really dense feelings and emotions, like there's a lightness that comes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like releasing the tears, lighting the candle, writing something out. Like if you're feeling really strong emotions towards someone, write it out in a letter and then burn it. Let it go.
Yeah. You have to release, Daigo. Again, I'm gonna circle back to what I've been saying since we first started these our wellness segments. And that is tears are energy that your body cannot handle and
Mm-hmm.
it has to release. Vomiting is energy your body can't handle, so you are releasing. Uncontrollable. It's that's you see how it's uncontrollable. Sometimes tears will fall no matter how hard you try to hold it back. And the more you hold it back, the more damage you're doing. You've got to allow yourself the grace to let the tears fall. When they want to fall, allow yourself to let them, right? So you have to allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. You don't have to have a reason. We don't have to have a why. We don't have to have anything, but just allowing ourselves to be, right? Imatep will it's all. We just have to allow it to be.
It's trusting in the vision and trusting in the light. Like you might not
Yeah.
know what the source of that light is,
Yeah.
but it's a source. And I love how Michelle said you can't even see a shadow without light. That's so real. You
Yeah.
can't have one without the other. And there's a huge push these days for people to be all love and light without acknowledging the shadow and the darkness. And the the truth is to be a human in this life.
Yeah.
Because the more we shy away from and don't acknowledge the darker parts, like the more they fester, like not crying the tears that need to cry or not saying the thing, because just because we feel a certain way towards somebody in a relationship or whatever, it's like makes us sick to hold it in.
It does.
And it might not even be truth. You might be living in a complete absolute falsity, and by keeping it inside and not saying, hey, to somebody you love, like, hey, this thing you said or did made me feel this way, and blah blah blah, whatever it is you're feeling, by making the assumption and holding on to whatever you're holding on to, you don't give them the opportunity to say, hey, this is actually what I was going through.
Yeah.
Like, allow your perceptions to come together.
Yeah.
We really have to, it's like a respect to let someone know that if you're feeling this like deep and dark emotion or feeling, and you have this story in your mind, it's
Yeah.
probably a story in your mind.
And there's unfortunately there's more than not that our own narratives, like you said, are a falsity.
Yeah.
Our own self-talk is going to be more is it not deprecating? Like it's going to be more destructive than it is uplifting, because as humans, that's what we do. You know, even people that have the most confidence and are strong, and we revert back to self-loathing and to self-talk that is gonna, because it's easier to be hard on ourselves than it is to say, you know what, I am a good person, I am honorable, I am true, I am really, we always say, oh, I'm kind. Are you? Do you really feel that? Because if you truly know that you're kind, then all that other stuff just falls into place. Yeah, you can't hold on to it. You gotta let it go, right? There wouldn't be songs about it if it wasn't real. Yeah, gotta let it go.
You just
Boy,
sang
that sweater
Frozen.
looks good on you.
I love it. I wear it so much. It's so cozy and it like fits my anatomy very well.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite sweaters to make. I tested that for the designer.
Really. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this. This is mine now.
You're mine. That's I made that out of, what is that one? Ferris wheel. I love that. Yeah, it's a
I love
duster.
how it's warm and cool. Like it's got the beiges and the grays, so
Yeah,
I can wear it with anything.
yeah,
It goes with neutrals, cool, and warm tones.
yeah.
It's really fun. Yeah, that was definitely some big energy. I wasn't able to watch the chat too much, but
Oh
I
yeah,
think
they're supporting one another.
I think it's really important that we make time every day
Yeah,
to just feel it all. You
yeah,
know, we don't have to wait for it to build up. And same, Jess, like I've done the same. We don't realize like, that if we don't cry the tears when the tears want to cry, then your body learns that it's not safe and learns that it's not appropriate or whatever.
yeah,
But it's like a practice to make space for it every day, to know that you have these feelings and you have this capacity to experience such grief and pain, but also like so much joy and love. I think every day is like a beautiful day to cry tears of joy and grief. Like we
yeah,
deserve that, even if it's just a couple tears.
yeah.
Like that this is to be alive and to be a human living this experience.
And our society puts so much shame behind tears and grief and crying.
I think
It's
it's
like,
really changing. It's really shifting, I
yeah,
think.
it is shifting. Yeah, because there's an acceptance that's coming out. But I can just, it's like almost second nature to, when you start to cry, to go, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And like you said to me the other day when I started to cry, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to upset you. And you were more upset that I was apologizing for being emotional and allowing my tears to come out,
Mm.
instead of going, just give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me feel what I'm feeling. Let me maybe figure out why I'm feeling like that, and and put my, finger on it. But to allow myself the the safety to know that I'm okay to let my tears go,
Yeah.
and to not be ashamed of it. It's really difficult to not feel shame when we cry. And our men want to fix it. They see us crying and they immediately want to fix it. Well, sometimes there's nothing to fix. I just need to let that emotion out.
Yeah, it's like washing the dishes. It's like this is our body's way of cleansing and washing what
Yeah,
gets built up and what doesn't serve
yeah.
us and make us well.
It's like the rain, it's cleansing.
Mm.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's taught. A lot of it's generational. It's like how our parents how our grandparents parented our parents on how to deal with tears and grief. It's like this cycle that we share and pass down. And it's been beautiful with our relationship, Mama, because we've been able to really transform the way that we express our emotions.
Yeah, I'm seeing Jesse. Yeah, we were always told to suck it up, buttercup type stuff, and that crying and feeling emotional is weakness. And I'll tell you, all of the times that I was having horrible menstrual cycles and just crying because there was no ice cream left, or like silly things that to me were like, that was a silly reason to feel tears. Was it though? Was it though? I was feeling emotional about something. I was raw, and then I was told that it wasn't okay. Like I'm reading Sharon, I'd like to sock that person in the mouth. Um, I am still to this day, my father has been gone since what, 2000? It's been like 12 years. Yeah, it's been like 12.
Wasn't it 2010?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so like 14 years. And right here, just talking about it, I still feel his loss. Like right now with baby coming, I still find myself going, like I want to pick up the phone and call him. That grief is still raw AF right there. And I'd be damned if anyone's going to tell me it's been too long. It's time to let it go. I will never. That's his loss will be felt until I see him again. And nobody can tell you how long it takes to not feel that raw ache right here. Nobody else can tell you that. And it's not their play. You know what that was, Miss Sharon? That was them not understanding or knowing how to deal with your grief, and it made them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because they're not dealing with their own grief. And
It's
I'm
all
so
their own
sorry that happened
relationships.
to you. I would that when I see you, I'm going to hold you and we're going to cry together. I can't wait to see you, Sharon. Sharon's going to be in Lincoln with Dawn
Oh,
in December,
amazing.
so we get to see Sharon and Dawn. Sharon, I love purple, Sharon.
Yeah. Yeah, grief is really, really powerful, powerful thing. And I think the deeper we feel our grief, the more we're also able to experience the joy on the other end. It's like
Yeah.
imagine this hourglass, and as deep as one side goes, as high as the other can ascend.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand that until I lost my son.
Yeah.
That this hole that's left from grief, this absence and this missing and this darkness, a shadow, whatever you want to call it, that carves us out and allows us, if you allow yourself to be filled back up again, and
Yeah.
understand that that grief is like a vessel that can hold beauty and hold appreciation for life and potential and the truth of what's around us all the time. So that's why I say make time every day for it.
Yeah.
Don't allow yourself to just go numb or disassociate or shove it away or swallow it down or scroll it away or busy it away. It's not
Yeah.
going anywhere. And it wants you to spend time with it,
Yeah.
to light a candle and honor it, to have
Yeah.
memories, to cook meals that remind you. So I don't think we're really meant to get over it. We're not meant to ever overcome it. It's just part of life.
Yeah. Well, and I was just going to say that and speaking on Isaac, that I have his picture right behind me, and and every time I water my plants, I would do the little boop down his little face and say, "Hey, little boy, my little button," or I would give some little affections to him, and then go on with my day. And it used to, every time I would do it, it would just wrench me, and I would cry. Well, the last few weeks, I would actually smile and giggle, and I'm it's not as raw, and it's not as it'll always be painful, of course, but now I could actually smile and boop him, and tell him, "Hey, little bud, Lita's thinking of you," and I'll light my little candle. But I say good morning to him every morning. And his loss will always be felt, but now I'm feeling like it doesn't hurt as bad.
And
I don't know how to
it's
explain.
transforms. It's not
Yeah,
always the same.
yeah,
Some days it's going to feel different.
yeah. Some days it wrenches me hard.
But I think the fact that you've ritualized it and
Yeah,
it's something beautiful and not something where before it was like when we first got the portrait, it was really hard to look at.
yeah,
It was really hard, and I knew that that was going to be the really big piece in healing and
yeah,
accepting where we're at. A lot of people through loss put all the pictures away, get rid of everything that reminds them. And I think the best way to honor the ones that we've lost is to have memories of them around, to wear their clothes, to wear their jewelry, to
yeah,
cook their recipes, to have their pictures. Like they deserve to be remembered in beautiful ways.
yeah,
And that's why it was so important to me to have this like very whimsical portrait made, this very angelic portrait made, because I didn't want the hospital lighting and all of the things that come with the
yeah,
pictures that we have.
yeah,
I wanted something really special. And so now we can look at it with beauty and appreciation,
yeah,
and it doesn't have to be so heart-wrenching every time.
yeah. I've noticed that Daddy, whenever because we have one here, and then we have one on the mantle and
Mm-hmm.
near above the fireplace, and I'll notice every once in a while I'll just watch him, and he'll go over when he lights the candle, and I'll watch him just pause for a second. I never really said anything. I never acknowledged it to him. Just let him have his time. But I noticed that he's finding it, because at first I think it was very difficult for him to look at the pictures, the kids too. That it
Yeah,
was very difficult. Like it hurt. It was too raw. And now I can't imagine those pictures being gone.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. The stories that we tell allows our loved ones to know the people.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so beautiful, you guys. Yeah. At first, when this reading started, it was like shadows. Okay, it makes me think of, having like negative emotions or like relationships or this and that. But I think really it has a lot to do with the grief. And
Yeah.
during this holiday season too, I mean, the winter, like even when we think ancestrally, it's like the winter is when the most people were lost. The winter is a time of death and decomposition.
Yeah.
So we're meant to go sort of deeper and darker and into those shadows. And we're meant to hold ourselves with light and with beautiful color and with just memories and music and movement, all the ways, to like add lightness to all of this darkness.
Yeah.
Oh, Denise, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, what did my Denise say?
That my due date is the day that her mama passed on.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just amazing. And this is such a testament, like reading everyone's comments, that there's not one of us that's without loss.
Yeah. Well, I would say like Grandpa and Isaac were my first real close, and Abuelita were. I've only had like 3 really close losses that, like Grandpa Fergie when he passed when you were a baby, that was really difficult. But losing Abuelita and losing Grandpa and losing Isaac were like no grief I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
And being older in life, that I feel like as a child, how that would be, I that's really hard, because now I feel like I have more tools,
Yeah.
to deal with that, and no, and not allowing myself to be shamed or shame myself.
Yeah.
Whereas as a child, I would have shamed myself right out of the grief.
Sure. Yeah, again, it
Yeah,
comes back to like making the space for it
yeah,
and ritualizing it in a way that works for you.
yeah,
And I don't think you have to have lost someone super close to you to have a taste of what it feels like,
yeah,
because the mind creates, and the mind is able to observe. We see it depicted in movies and theater, and or you are a witness to someone very close to you who lost someone close to you,
yeah,
close to them. So we're empathetic beings, and we're all part of the same web. So whether you lose someone directly connected to your line or someone down the line of you, it's still so impactful.
yeah,
And it's like that okay, what how's it going to affect me when it happens to me? And you don't know until you know.
right,
And then once you know, you're able to support others and relate to others who have lost in the way that you have.
yeah,
Like mothers who have lost a child, no one who hasn't been a mother who has lost a child will never understand how that feels. Just like a daughter who's lost their father, like I will never know how that feels until I know how that feels.
right.
But I can resonate, and I
You can
can sure
empathize.
imagine,
Yeah, you can
because the
empathize.
mind will do that for us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So just a little moment to light a candle if you want to light a candle, or imagine a candle, whatever calls to you. But I lit a candle today before our session, and it's a beautiful representation of spirit and of the energy that will always live and always represent the flame of their life and their memory. And it's like this eternal flame that connects all of our hearts together.
Yeah. There it is. Daigo's got our candles lit.
Yeah, we can
Hi,
always
I'm
come back to
Diana.
the warmth in our hearts and in our bellies and in our minds. Like we have these sparks within us.
Oh, Missy. So sorry, sweetheart. Oh, so young. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, this world, our little village here, we've really made a place for us, huh? Where we can come here. I hope you guys feel like you can come here and feel safe. And I hope that you feel like you can come here and connect with one another. I'm seeing you guys, give support and virtual hugs and encouragements, and I mean, this chat is dripping with love right now. Welcome in, Chris. It's just, this is exactly why Lex and I did this. We a lot of our when we were talking about doing the Wellness Wednesdays and the Mindful Monday, we were like, what if nobody wants to be here? What if all this negative, like, what if it doesn't, what if we're not heard? And I said, you know what? This is our bowls. These are the bowls. We're just going to leave them behind. And if people choose to pick them up and nourish themselves from it, then they do. But I'm doing this for myself. I needed this. And so just like I've said from the get-go, this channel was created for you guys to come along on a journey with me. And this journey is my life. And I try to be genuine and the same person that I am in my life when I'm not hitting record is the same person that you see today. Sometimes I'm manic, sometimes I'm overly happy, sometimes I'm the jokester, but people that really know me know that that's me trying to get myself into a better place. That I maybe 20 minutes before that I was sitting over here crying. It's my defense mechanism. The cracking of the jokes and the silliness is how Jackie deals with being uncomfortable. It really is. When I get nervous, you guys can tell, like right now, this is just me. Like, this is my natural speaking voice. This is, my natural speaking voice is actually a lot louder.
That's for sure.
But this is like, as I say, quiet time with Jax. This is just me chilling. And you guys have gotten little bits of all of the facets of Jacqueline, it's like, so I hope that you guys continue to come back and feel the teachings and the just us coming together. This village we have created for us to feel safe.
To come as you are. We tap in together. So that's why every chat is different. That's why it's always different. We take a minute at the beginning to like tap in, like who's all here, what are we vibing, what's going on.
Oh, I have to read what Chris just wrote. It says, as Egyptians have said, no one ever dies until their memories are no longer remembered. And then their addition is always tell the stories.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Chris. See, Chris, you were supposed to be here today.
Yeah. Write the stories, take the pictures. That was our gift. Oh, I can't tell you because yours is on the way still. We had a really early Christmas celebration yesterday and a little gift exchange. So we'll have to unbox that together when you get here.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, in this technological world, we don't take pictures. We don't write stories. Or we take the pictures, but they just end up sitting in a phone. Like, I miss the photo albums and the photo walls and the...
I used to be the photo crazy person. Used to be photos everywhere.
There are the Polaroids coming back though, which I love.
Ooh, I love this. We can feed our feelings and not the judges. Thank you for that, Sharon. Yeah, we got some smart freaking people up in this. I mean, our little village, there is some very powerful energies. And yeah, I'm so blessed to have you guys. Wow, I can't believe it's already 5 minutes till. That was the fastest hour ever. What? I can't believe how fast that was over.
I've connected with, I like to follow mediumship content.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate something that one of my guys said, and it was that our loved ones are always just like a thought or a memory away or an acknowledgement away. And so, yeah, of course we don't have them in this like physical sense, but our minds and our imaginations are really powerful. And I mean, I truly believe like some people have a special ability to connect with the other side. Um, I mean, I've had my own experiences with that
Yeah.
personally. But like the really seasoned mediums, like they tell you, yeah, there's just a veil and
Yeah.
they're there. I think some um, you know, some people definitely go far away and some stay close, and they make that very clear. The more
Yeah.
we're open to it, the more there's little nudges and whispers that come through that really remind us that they're not far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just a memory away.
Sandra, you can touch me anytime. Yeah, this little group, you guys, yeah, I just need to emphasize how much I appreciate you guys coming back every week and just allowing us to share this with you. Um, it means a lot. It
And
really does.
it's been a beautiful unfolding for you, Mama. Like
Yeah.
I remember encouraging you at the beginning to get on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's just been such a beautiful blossoming and unfolding and furling and just all of the things that nature wants for you.
Yeah.
And I'm just
It's
like so happy and blessed that you found such a beautiful supportive community
yeah. Well,
and
it's allowed me
family.
to feel my own worth. You know, before I started my YouTube channel, I was insecure. I was 100 pounds overweight. I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin or my own ability to be a creator. I had all this self-doubt, and I've been chipping away at that. For 4 years, I've been chipping away at that, just trying to feel my own worth and know, it's like I can remember sitting there going and feeling discouraged with all the unrest in the YouTube streets and the ugliness and the disgusting people that were surrounding us, the wolves that are coming in for the kill, and just taking on that all of that energy. And now it's like I've got my shields up and I'm like, no, you are a kind person, you are a loyal person, you can hold a secret and not tell,
Hmm.
and I don't have to be a part of the gossip. As an insecure person, when like in high school, it's like if you needed to know anything, I had all the info, and to not be that person anymore has given me so much strength to know that you guys trust me and that I trust myself. The gifts that I have received from allowing myself to be vulnerable here and allowing myself to break down all of the ugliness and know that I'm here for a reason. It wasn't just for you guys, but it was for me too. I mean, I had no self-worth, none, zero, none. And now I do. I know that I would be missed if I wasn't here anymore. I know that the my generosity and the things that I do in the community is very powerful. There's a lot that I do that is not publicized. And that's the true gift. As soon as I felt that I, I like don't want everything that I do to be known out here.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many people in the community that do the generous thing, but they're doing it for accolades. They're doing it for acknowledgement. And no, that's not right. It's not real. It's not true. As soon as the true generosity is when it's in secret, when nobody knows what you've done but you and the recipient, that everybody else doesn't need to know that you did that. That is true generosity. And it's clouded. It's really clouded in the YouTube streets. There's so many things that, people like, they don't want to do, like the hat not hate. I have to talk on hat not hate. As soon as Shira stopped the hat collection, it completely fizzled out. And the campaign of it was gone. So as soon as there was no accolades and there was no, look what I can do, and it wasn't being shown and shared by this celebrity, then it was over. That is not true generosity. That's not true charity, because that it's something that is given without expectation of receiving anything in return. And getting in touch with that is what made me come 100-fold. Like all of the me backing away from Bag a Day and stepping down from being one of her mods. And it's like, as soon as I realized that, am I participating in all of this to be truly generous, or was I doing it to grow my channel? I had to ask myself, why are you really doing this? Do you want that energy? And I said, no, I do not. And so there were several things that I had sent in that I asked her to not share it. Please just donate my blanket without showing it, because I was getting in touch with what was real. And that felt so good. It truly filled me up and showed me what true charity is, true camaraderie, and not having to be patted on the back because I did something kind. If you're waiting to get tapped on the back, you need to really ask yourself what you're doing. And it's not that is what is that, an unstable base if you're basing yourself on that, because the one time someone says ew or isn't receptive to it, how is that going to make you feel? You're going to feel slighted, you're going to feel attacked, you're going to feel negativity. But if it was true generosity, it doesn't matter what the other person thinks. As soon as you gave that away or you did this charitable thing, your energy stops there. Just like the bowls. Yeah, quicksand. It is. It's quicksand. And I'm not going to participate in it.
And look at the beauty of the quality of the family that we have now. It's like, I'd so much rather the quality over the quantity.
Absolutely. Yeah, since all of that, and I've lost 300 or 400 subscribers. And like I said,
think of the space that's gained. It's like, it's
right. Exactly. It's like I tell Dawn Aaron all the time, I was getting the weeds out of my garden.
And people coming just to take. It's like, there's a very extractive nature, I think, that can happen when you're putting out free content and free patterns. And it's interesting that as your life gets busier and you're not able to put out so much free that these people drop off.
Yeah.
And not
the
understanding
the giveaways. Oh yeah, I've had people say, like, why don't you do giveaways?
You got to eat too.
Yeah. Why would I? I mean, what is a giveaway?
Yeah.
I give treats.
So it's like, when they leave, let them. Yeah. And that just creates more energetic space.
Yeah.
For the quality followers to take up.
Yeah.
You're able to know all of these beautiful people on a first name basis. and have
Exactly.
nicknames and context. And I'm sorry, but some of the really big, they don't have that. And they're so overwhelmed with
Yeah.
just so overwhelmed with interactions that they're not able to actually see people.
Yeah.
And I know that this is the right track and this is so purposeful.
Yeah. The
And
simplicity of life. Yeah. It's the simplicity that I'm the and the again, like what you just said, it's the quality over quantity. And that's why I felt so bad for Crystal. That she works so hard to build her channel to make a life for herself. And it brings out the paparazzi, man. It brings
yeah,
out these ugly, ugly people that just want to take from her and take from her and take from her. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to allow anyone to take nothing from me that I'm not willing to give of my own free will.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Sharon? There you are, right here. Every time there's my Sharon. Yeah. But I will say, you guys all be vulnerable about it. I miss her. I miss I miss the smile that would get on her face when I would pop in, because I think in my heart, I know she knew that I was really there to protect her,
Yeah.
but I had to protect myself and step away. And it just the publicity that was coming from being one of her mods was not what I wanted. But I do miss her. I miss being a part of her channel and a part of her life, but not at the expense of my own, you know? So you have to, that's where I was saying a couple of weeks ago, is to find those balanced relationships. So far, so many times our relationships are not balanced. You give, and down here they take. No, it's got to be balanced in order to be true. Because if you have someone that you're constantly giving, but you get nothing in return, whether it's support or for that person to actually like, hey, notice, hey, Lex looks a little sad today. I need to text her,
Mm.
you know? And that's truly being seen. When someone's truly seeing you and not what they can get from you. Balanced relationships. You have to. And that is my strive. That is what I am striving for in life, is to balance my relationships. And I've never had it. 50 years old, 50 years old. And I'm just now learning how to balance my relationships. And when the relationship's not balanced, bye. Got no time. Got no time for an unbalanced relationship, because 90% of the time, that unbalanced relationship, that person was really not your friend. They just wanted something from you. One of my biggest things I've said for years now was, they're your best friend as long as it doesn't cost them anything. With that, I need a sip.
And it's like that's the point. Is it costs. You have to give to a relationship. And I'm having this beautiful image of like the cups cards, where you have three cups, and it's or the cups that are all stacked on each other, and you pour
Mm-hmm.
at the top, and then it just like trickles down. Or when you fill your own cup, it flows over into the other cups, and you're able to. Or if you have a shared cup with your friend and you're both pouring into it, it's just
Yeah.
like it's going to fill up sooner. And
Yeah.
or I even think of like battery with relationships is like, and the give and take too. We talk about giving and receiving, but we also have to talk about times when you're not able to match the energy of your friend. And sometimes we have to give a little bit more than what we're currently receiving to charge them up, and then it comes back around to us. So it's also an ebb and flow in the relationship, where we can't always be 50-50. There's going to be times when it's 80-20, and then you have to trust and follow the patterns too. Watch the patterns, because you don't always want to be the one recharging the other battery.
Yeah, the ebb and the flow of it. And you know, and that was the one thing where when I was just saying that, you know, the balancing of those relationships, and realizing as soon as I stopped giving to certain relationships, they were like deuces, bounced out. I was like, hey, I thought you were like one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the professional con artists, you know, the people that portray themselves as good and really dupe us all, you know, and unfortunately we have several people like that are in our community right now that people have no clue. They are professional con artists, and we're all getting catfished, but nobody wants to drop names, and nobody wants to start the lynch mobs. And you know what? If you open your eyes, you will see them, because they are right there front and center with a sign written across their foreheads.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that take, and do not give anything in return, whether it's energy, time, you know, like that friend that you're always the one calling them. But when you go MIA, do they ever call you? Do they ever check on you? Look at that. That is not a real friend. You know, we all have our lives, and we all have time, and we all have, you know, things that we have our responsibilities. But like, I'll tell, like Jessie, she was like, I don't understand. Just out of the blue, I just felt it, and I was like, boo, I love you. And immediately she's like, oh my gosh, I had the most horrible day. How did you know? And I said, because I'm your friend. And I hadn't heard from you. I hadn't had my good morning text in like 2 days.
Tapped in and listening.
I knew something was up with my girl, like Mama Swift. When Trisha, when I know I don't get my morning hi, what doing? I'm like, where are you at? And I know to check on her. Likewise, if she hasn't heard from me in less than 24 hours, she usually be like, hey, what are you doing? She checks on me. We check on each other. Those are real friendships. When they show you, if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, it's a damn duck. If it's a real friend and a true friend, yep, awake, she'll text me, awake? Get in Zoom, you know? And it's again, if you open your eyes, you will see them. You will see them. Yeah.
On that note, little ducklings, let's all share a big community hug. Big hug. I gotta get going. My bladder's speaking to me.
Yeah, I know. I gotta go pee too. And look, look, Candy, it's almost done. I just have to do the border now, or make my little drawstring. But yes, this has been a good one, you guys. You know, big old Chi-Chi hug. That's, you know, and it's so funny when people come in and they'll put their head right here so you can hold them. I got the perfect little platform right there. So this has been a wonderful, wonderful session, guys. Needed it so bad. I worked like 36 hours in 3 days. That was,
it's real when you know it's real when you come out of this feeling like your cup overflowing, not feeling drained, not feeling like, oh my gosh. And that's how we know that these are really of value, not just to ourselves, but to everyone else. That's the most beautiful indicator that we're walking in purpose with all of this.
Yeah. Now, see, I'm like, what is it, almost Wednesday? I really feel it when we have to cancel these.
Yeah.
So
but sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah. Oh, I had to. That last one, boy, and even then on Saturday, I had to work at 12:30. And I was like, oh, I'm not going to do it. It's going to be too hard. And do you know that having our What You Whipping on Saturday it sent me off on a very long day with a smile on
Yeah.
my face. So I was so glad that I popped on anyway, even though it was a little short and I had to immediately walk out the door. And I was so glad that I did it.
Charged you up.
Yeah. So we get just as much from this as you guys do. So, yeah. All right, my loves. We'll see you Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time for Wellness Wednesday. And then I'll also see you guys. I have Saturday scheduled at 11 a.m. for What You Whipping On and Countdown Unboxing days 1 through 5, 1 through 7, 1 through 5. Yeah, 1 through 7. 1 through 5, whatever. It had numbers in it. You know what I meant. But all right, guys, you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and be careful out there in the shopping streets. It's a crazy world right now. Keep your eyeballs open and watch your surroundings. And be careful for all the clickbait. Don't click it. If it's too good to be true, don't click it. And make beautiful things. Okay, we're going.
Good night, all. Love you all.
Bye-bye. Somebody say bye first.
Bye.
Oh, I can't reach the thing. See, I gotta get up. Get up off of that thing. Okay, here we go. Bye. Thank you, Ziggy Zigs. I love you.